picture this. You come back home from a late shift at work. You're exhausted, and all you want to do is just jump into bed and go right to sleep. So you fall asleep, but at some point, your brain starts to enter into a dream state. Now that can either be a good experience or a bad experience. I've had my fair share of bad dreams, just like any other normal person. For some people, a bad dream could consist of being publicly embarrassed. For others, it could be as too extreme as losing a loved one. We don't get to choose our dreams. But for me, it was so consistent that I lost an insane amount of sleep. And every time I closed my eyes, I went through the same horrifying experience. About 2 years ago, I went through the worst case of sleep paralysis that I've ever had. That first night, I remember going to sleep without a care in the world. It was around 2 a.m. when I thought I woke up. And in the corner of my room, I see a dark figure inching closer to me. I'm terrified at this point, so I try to move. I could not move. I tried to speak, yet I couldn't speak. And all of a sudden, I started hearing whisperings in my ear. At this point, I was also super scared. I didn't know what to do. But after about 2 minutes, it subsided, and I got right back up, confused. But I went back to sleep, thinking it was just a bad dream. Little did I know that that was just the beginning. The next night, I went through sleep paralysis again. This time, instead of seeing a figure in the corner of my room, I saw a figure right in front of me. Again, I could not move, I could not speak, and I heard whisperings in my ear. I was absolutely terrified. I didn't know what to do. But again, after 2 minutes, it subsided. This time, though, I decided I was not going to go to sleep because I was scared that it was going to happen again. I had lost 2 nights of sleep at this point, so I was very grumpy. And I vividly remember taking naps throughout the day just so that I didn't lose any sleep. Little did I know that this was going to be the rest of my week, because for the next 5 days, I went through sleep paralysis every night. And every time I had tried to fall asleep, I would go through it, so I just stopped sleeping in general. I was very paranoid throughout the day, and the only reason I didn't die of sleep deprivation was because I forced myself to take small naps during the day. Now at this point, my family was very concerned, and my family, being super religious, thought it was a spiritual thing. So they decided to take me to a priest, and they also decided to bless my room. Now, before I just went to go see the priest, the sleep paralysis had subsided for some unknown reason. I still don't know why to this day I went through the sleep paralysis for a whole week. Maybe it was a spiritual thing. But I do know that this bad dream affected my sleep indefinitely. But it's important to remember that just like any other bad dream, it's just a bad dream. I wouldn't change this experience at all. I would not like to have to go through it the same way, but again, I did learn a lesson at the end of the day. I did learn that it's a bad dream. You can always just wake up. It's not going to physically harm you, because next thing you know, it's morning and the terror has passed.